Hello and welcome back to the JSano fan server. With me, Mr. Muckluckable. Hello! I'm here, perched upon the edge of my castle. You may wonder why I'm here. Seems like a bit of an odd position, doesn't it? Well, it's because something is in front of me that I have built since last episode, I think. If you remember, last episode, I did some more of the castle, and then Killer came along, the biggest killer, the biggest killer, and he sort of helped me interior design the castle, so which rooms can go where, how to use the space smartly. And since then, I've added one more thing. I haven't dealt with the interior, but I've added a pretty cool little feature that I really think brings it together. Ha ha ha! Brings it together. You'll see why that's funny in a second. Hang on. Don't laugh just yet. Laugh. Laugh. Now, it's a bridge. Oh yeah, it's a little bridge that I've made connect the two towers. So, I really like this little bridge. It's not much to it. Quite small. Tiny little bridge, in fact, really. But, oh, I love it. I love the shape of it. I love the fact that it sort of creates this nice archway. The little windows in it. Oh, it's nice. Now, that has sort of uncircularified. Let's try that again and not sound drunk. Uncircularified. That's not even a word anyway, but I'm using it. This tower here doesn't really look circular. That's the word. Circular. Doesn't really look circular anymore. It looks like it juts out a bit too much. It looks a bit like a squish. It looks like an oval, to be honest. So I might need to redo that because I'm not sure if I like that now. It's a little bit, I don't know, not smooth enough for my liking. But for now, I'm not going to fuss. It's fine. But yeah, that little bridge. Baby. That's nice. I don't want to ruin anything in Merry's episodes, but I use his bed to sleep. So, we need a community bed. We need a community bed. Or I could just make one. You know, it's not expensive. Wonder if Rip's got a bed. He doesn't mind if I go in here, does he? God, he's got to sleep with those chickens all the time. How does he put up with that? Bed? Bed. I'm disgusting. I'm using everyone else's bed, but making my own. I'll keep them tidy, though. There you go, look. Tidy the bed up a little bit. Right, so now it's daytime. We can get on with today's episode. We're not going to work on the castle today, simply because I don't really know what to do exactly. I need to start working out some of those rooms, libraries, and not so grand halls, and other such things, but I hope you like how the castle's coming along. It does sort of block that tower, but that's okay. I knew that was going to happen. That's what adds the depth. Yeah, see? It's like, oh, there's something behind there, but you can't quite see it, so you move around a little bit and then get in the way of buildings and things. So, I like it. I really like how the castle's coming along. And there is talk of maybe a little bit of a battle occurring between my castle and Red No Blue's castle. We are sort of opposite each other. Ready for, well, I was about to say ready for war. I'm not ready for war. I need to make some little fortifications and stuff, but still, it's going to be cool. Fire some arrows at him, whatnot. He's going to have cannons or something. I don't know, it's going to be cool. So yeah, that might be something that happens soon. But in today's episode, we're going to do a couple of things. Firstly, the Merry Gamer has built the Death Games. Proper version of the Death Games. There was a Death Games in the previous map, but I don't think many people used it. And I think now that we're all a bit more confined with a world border and we're all sort of busy around spawn, Death Games is going to be really, really fun. So, I think we should enter our name into it. If you don't know what Death Games is, I will briefly explain. In fact, has he got a book? Oh, here we go. Death Games info. Lovely, thank you. Do my job for me. Death Games. Place your named sword in the target chest. How to play. You may hunt another player if their name is in the target chest when you check the Death Games building. The armour of weapons and justice must be worn and used when attacking your target. Potions may be used, but the armour must be worn when attacking with invisibility. Blah, 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 blah. After the Death Games battle, the loser is required to pay the winner 1 diamond. And then clear the name. If you check the Death Games and your own name is in it, you have the option of clearing it. So basically, it's a little bit like a PvP game. It's like a random chance your name is going to be put into this chest, And if other people see your name in that chest, they can come and kill you. They're allowed to kill you. By entering the death games, you have signed a treaty that says you are willing to die at any point if your name comes up. On the other hand, if you see someone's name in there, you can go kill them. So it's all fair in Love and War. Like the book says, you have to use a certain set of armour, which is not in here at the moment. Oh, it's probably in here. No? Where's all the armour then? Whoa. Well, anyway, yeah, we're supposed to have a special set of armour. I think it's gold. That has a certain number of enchantments to it, so it doesn't make it too what's the word? Overpowering. Makes it more of an even playing field. Oh, did you hear the redstone go? I think that means the name has just been changed. Oh. Anyway, so what do we? I didn't actually read the rules there. What do? We write a book. No, we name a sword, enter the target chest, and then press the button. Okay. So yeah, I think this is something Etho came up with, Etho's Lab on the Minecraft server, which a lot of servers now do. So I'm gonna have a go. It's always fun to have a bit of PvP. You never know when you're going to be attacked. Where's an iron anvil? Words? Anvil's over here. Death has already occurred because of said death games. There's already been battles, so it's very, very fun. You always have to be on the watch for people acting funny. Maybe why they're wearing the armour that they shouldn't be, and so on and so forth. Okay, Muckluck. Done. So there's me. I will put my name in the chest. Hopefully not die. That'll be good. Although maybe it will lead to some interesting battles. Hey, if anything, I need to get better at PvP for UHC. So who's in at the moment? Ace. Ace, you thankfully can be cleared. Right, did that get rid of both? Yeah, it did. Okay, good. So right, we're in the death games. We are in the death games, everyone. Woohoo! Let's see how that goes. Something else I quickly wanted to... just don't really pay attention to this. You'll understand more of this in a few episodes, or in a few days, I should say, in the next episode. It's a little bit timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly, whereas I've already done that, but I'm recording for today, so that will be explained later on. Just ignore it. You never even saw it. Here we have a community horse, Junior. I believe this was provided by Rip. And, well, I might be wrong, actually. It could be Rad. She likes her horses, but I think it was Rip. And, yeah, just a little community horse. Get you around Spawn Village a little bit faster. I am taking a massive risk by riding this horse. A massive risk. You know what happens with me and horses. They die. They die instantly. Somehow, some way, they find a way. They just die. They go splat. They go boom. They go burn. They go... squish. And, it's actually not a bad horse, to be honest. Okay, yeah, I'm getting off. What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me and horses? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not qualified to own a horse. Oh, right. So, I guess we should get on with the main project today. We're starting something really new and exciting. We're not starting the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. That's the word I was trying to say. We're not starting that project just yet because... a couple of reasons. I know exactly what to do with that. I've got it all pre-built in the creative world, so it won't be troublesome to build that. I can just get on with it. So we're in no rush to build that, to be honest. We're in no rush. I know what the plan is. I just need to get the materials. So we can leave that for a little bit longer. This other idea, however, something I tweeted about because I was so excited by the idea of it. I was really, I was like, ooh, that could work for Minecraft, for the JSano fan server. So we're going to do a little bit of travelling, a little bit of walking, hopefully not die. And I'll show you, and maybe try and explain on the way. So, something that I've always wanted to build in Minecraft, as in a big build, like a big project. Everyone has their own big projects they build in Minecraft. Something I've always wanted to, at least for a year now I thought of this, was a certain structure, based on a real life structure, called the Walled City. Now you may have heard of that. It's actually called the... Now I may be butchering, pronunciations here because it is Chinese, but I think it's the Kowloon walled city, or the walled city of Kowloon. And it was just quite a famous place actually. It was in Hong Kong, and it started off as a really interesting backstory to this place. But you should definitely go Wikipedia it, Google it, whatever. Definitely look up some pictures, because that's why I'm choosing to build this, because of the way it looks. But it started off as a Chinese military fort, and at a certain point, probably in the early, probably in the late 1800s, 1890 or something, a lot of the territory around it in Hong Kong, I think the place is called Kowloon, a lot of the area in there was actually handed over to the British, except for this one military fort. So people, naturally, went there. It was kind of like a little bit of land surrounded by a foreign entity. So they went there because it was I suppose it was safe, but it didn't turn out to be safe. I don't really know the whole story, so I'm sort of going off memory here. Anyway, so lots of people flooded to this tiny little area which wasn't taken over by the British, which eventually became the Kowloon walled city. And it's crazy because so many people went there, and I got a figure, I wrote it down, 33,000 people in the space of 0.01 square miles. Is that right? 0.010, yeah, well, same thing. 0.01 square miles of land. 33,000 people fit in there. And yeah, just look at the pictures of it. It's absolutely crazy how that ended up working, and it ended up being like an isolated sort of environment. There was no police, there was no government in this block of buildings. It was all self-run. They had their own shops in there. They had their own, obviously, houses. It was their own city in this tiny space, and it's just fascinating how it ran. I mean, there was a lot of gambling, prostitution, violence, because I think it was practically run by gangs. But just the way it looks. So this is my swamp is the word. Swamp Island. This is my swamp island. And this is going to be the setting of the JSano fan server, Kowloon Walled City. This is actually going to be a community project. Project Kowloon. That's what it's going to be called. Project Kowloon. Okay, I'm sorry about that awkward cut there, but I did just get just a little bit interrupted. But hey, now we can watch the beautiful dawn. And I can try and explain this thing again. So, right. Where did I get up to? Project Kowloon. It's going to be a community project. So, as I've mentioned, the brief history, very, very brief history of the Kowloon Walled City. Lots of people came to this land and they just built and built and built. If you've seen pictures, it looks awesome. I mean, it's bad how these people lived, but it looks really cool. It's just because there was so little space, people had to build up. That was the only way they could go. So you see pictures and it's like houses on top of houses on top of houses, and flats on top of flats on top of flats, and maybe every now and then you'd have a little alleyway and like a sort of street in the middle. There's not too much information on the place because it was quite, secluded, isolated. But the pictures that you do see of it, it's such an interesting sort of architecture. Very interesting. And I want to try and recreate some of that. Now, here's the thing. This is what I mean by it's going to be a community project and not just a build for myself. Because I realised it's very difficult to build that. Oh, my voice is going. Hang on. There we go. So yeah, it's very difficult to build something like that with such small detail. It'd be very, very tricky to build something with such small detail. You'd have to use your imagination quite a lot in terms of Minecraft, and it's quite a big project for just one person. So I don't think I could actually do something like that on my own. So what I've done instead is I've taken the principle of Kowloon Walled City, and I'm trying to make it into a sort of community collaborative project. Alright? So for anyone on the server who's watching, this is for you. This is an advertisement. Please come along and help me because I think it could turn out really cool. So what you see here is this swamp. I've started to flatten it out. Haven't quite finished yet. I am going to flatten it out properly until the four corners. And the reason partly why I've chosen an island is because it might turn out really ugly. It probably will turn out really ugly, this build. But that's the point of it. You don't know what it's going to look like. And if it does turn out really ugly, I don't want it to be next to someone's build. So I've done it on this island where it's all in its own, which I hope people don't mind. And it's not too far away from spawn either. So if I do want other people to come help me, they don't have to come too far. So here's the deal. I'm going to set up a sort of marking, because it's 60 blocks by 40 blocks by 40 blocks tall. I'm going to set up some markings and, you know, guides, probably every 10 blocks. And people on the server, you can come here and you can build whatever the hell you want. You can build shops, you can build, well, probably not shops, but you can build like fake shops, you can build houses, you can build bases, you can build small details. You can test things here. You can like do a test build. You could just use Creative World probably, but you know, if you wanted to come over here, you could come and build. You could build just for the sake of building, but yeah, I want people to sort of mess around in this place and build whatever they want. And then here's the rules. Here's the things that make it like the Kowloon walled city. Number 1, anyone can build anything anywhere. They can build on top of your stuff, they can build right next to it, they can build going around it, they can build going under it, over it, whatever. You have no sort of control of who can put something near you. They can do what they want, and I urge people to build on top of other people's things right next to them. Maybe make little alleyways, maybe make little staircases, you know, things like that. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2, you cannot destroy any other blocks of people's builds. So if you're like, oh, I really want to make a doorway through there, but someone's in the way. Tough. You have to make a way around. You can't destroy their stuff, which hopefully should lead to interesting shaped alleyways and things like ways to get over other things and ways to get through other things. You have to start thinking about how to work around instead of just building through, which I think will also add to the experience. So what I'm envisioning for this project, hopefully, is people coming along. It's going to take a long time. This isn't going to be done in a week. This might take months to do. But people come over, they can build some stuff. I'm going to come over and build quite a lot of stuff because I'm going to be the main person doing it. And it's going to grow, like maybe level by level. Just chock a block full of houses and people's own styles and people's own build qualities. So we should get like a little flavour of different things in this big block of blocks. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be a big block of blocks. And I really, really hope people would like to join in on this because I think it could turn out really cool in the end. I think. Just imagine. Let's step back a little bit. Just imagine from there to there and 40 blocks high, so probably about there. It was just a complete wall of different buildings squished together, different styles, different colours, different. You know, I think it could look really ugly, like I said, but I think the idea of it is really cool, and the fact you have to work within this space and with other people. So, there is Project Kowloon. Oh man, I'm really excited. I'm going to probably cut now, carry on flattening out this land, set up the guide markers, put down a wall with some rules, like a proper set of rules and information about the project. And yeah, I hope some people start coming along and building here. Like I said, it might take a while, but I will probably get the ball rolling and build some stuff here. Oh man, I'm excited. And I hope other people on the server are. And obviously I hope people watching this are excited. I will come back every now and then and see how this thing's doing. See if it's got some more builds here. And see it grow. So yes, I'll come back when I've sorted out the land and some of the guides. Many hours later, I return. Oh, God, this took ages. Okay, actually, I'll tell a lie. I've actually been away and I've done some other stuff. But I've come back to Minecraft and I've now finished the area for Project Kowloon. I do believe. Well, finished it as much as I want to for now. So, Oh god, I can't even get it all in frame. Let's just go back to... There we go. There it is. There's the box. There's the perimeter that I want people to build in, including myself. It's a decent size. It's pretty big. It's pretty ambitious. But hey, go big or go home. You know, go big or go home. If this doesn't work out, this project, then oh well. I hope it does though. I've marked it out every 10 as well, every 10 blocks, which you would not believe the hassle I had counting blocks. I cannot count blocks. I had to tear down sides all the time because they were misaligned. It was annoying. It was so annoying. But yeah, I've got that on the floor as well. I was actually going to do it every 10 and do a column every 10, but that's a lot of wood and it's going to cover it up too much, so that's fine. It's just a way of easily marking out, you know, so that I'm halfway there or whatever. So many rabbits everywhere as well. So yeah, there it is. There's the beginning of it. I'll quickly show you the rules I've put down. I could say so much more about the rules of this, but I decided to keep it relatively brief. I say relatively. There's still quite a lot of signs here. Okay. So, welcome to Project Kowloon, a collaborative idea based on recreating the infamous walled city of Kowloon in Hong Kong. In this 60 by 40 by 30, oh yeah, I changed it from 40 blocks high to 30 because 40 was pretty massive and 30 I think is big enough for now. So yeah, it's actually 30 blocks, not 40. In this 60 by 40 by 30 plot behind you can build anything you want. Houses, bases, shops, tests, ideas, whatever. However, there are some rules. Number 1, you cannot break any blocks of others' builds. Number 2, you're urged, that's right, you're urged to build over, under, and around others' builds. And this one I forgot to put in, so I put it in afterwards. Number 3, whoops, forgot one. Please keep builds inside the perimeter. Quite an obvious one, but just in case. Yeah, it's got to stay within this box. Really, it's got to stay flush. I want it to be flush against the box. So, really, I want like a really flat wall of building. But you know, I can't control that. That's out of my control. So, the whole point is to create a concentrated mass of buildings, all with different styles. Please leave doors and stairs for others to connect their builds to, and leave some alleys and roads. Google Kowloon Walled City for an idea of what I hope to achieve. Thanks for being part of the project. I hope it turns out great. Muckluck. So there you go. There you go. Now I would get started and build something in this episode, but it's very late and I don't know what to build. I have no supplies left, so I'm going to leave it for now. Maybe I'll do something off screen and show you next time, or maybe I'll just do it next episode or whenever. But yeah, I'm going to spread the message around the server on Skype and Reddit and things, and hopefully some people will come over and have a go. I might even make some signs pointing to this island so they know where to come. But yeah, like I said before, I'm really excited. I hope this is successful. I don't know how many people on the server is actually going to do it, but I hope some do. And if not, we got other things to attend to. We got the castle, we got the town hall with Mary, we got the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. So it's just a little bit on the side, that can grow when it grows. There's no rush. There's no rush for this. But yeah, different. It's different to anything I've done before, and that's what I like. And I hope it goes well. So I'm going to stop rambling now, because yeah, I've got to upload this episode. It's quite late. So like I said, next episode you'll understand why the town hall has already been started to have been built. That's because I did it with Mary. So that'll be next episode, and then after that, who knows what. But until then, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.